a peaty malt from Taiwan, Kavalan. Oh, that definitely piqued my curiosity. Welcome to the Whiskey Lover Society with me, Gert Retief. Yeah, you heard me correct. We are talking about a peated Kavalan. Wij call it Kavalan Peaty Malt number 2, the French Connection, bottled at 55.6% ABV, natural color, non-chill filtered, and yeah, we're really ticking the boxes for me. And I've made a couple of videos on Kavalan, the Solast collection, and I can tell you it is absolutely just fantastic. That's everything that I look for in a whiskey. They are ticking the boxes for me. They are making me happy. Well, not always price-wise. It is bloody expensive for these whiskies, but they make a product that I could be really proud of. Now this one, I got a nice sample of this one. Not really affordable for me. If I look online, 170, 180 euros for the bottle. So definitely not a cheap whiskey. And of course, well, if you are somebody that just like to buy every 2-3 months one bottle, and you want something that's special, and you want something that's tasty, it's friendly, it's sweet, then I think that is much more affordable than somebody like myself that buy quite a lot of whiskey, spending a fortune on whiskeys. Sometimes open up the bottle, do a review on it, close the bottle, put it away, because I've got another 10, 15 waiting to be opened. So going back is not always the case, unless I find something that's really special. Something that it's not about the review anymore, it's just my relaxing time, pouring a little wheat ram, sitting outside, watching life go by. So when I get something that's special, I try to find a full bottle of it, and of course savor it over some time period. So this of course is a about 5 years old, so basically a no age statement whiskey in my book. There is only 171 of these bottles, and they were bottled for Le Maison de Whisky, or House of Whisky in France. So you're going to have to go look at the French websites to find this particular bottle. It was distilled in 2015, and if I remember correctly, it was bottled in 2020. 5 years old, so definitely not an old whiskey, but they have a bloody old whiskey price when you look at the pricing of that. Now, it is a hot country, faster maturation. I'm sorry if you hear a noise, neighbors are busy building, so it can be a little bit distracting. So hopefully the camera does a good trick and it hiding all the noises. So just keep that in mind, it's not me. So this one, they do say it's peaty. Well, when they call it peaty, they mean the small peaty, 10 parts per million on the phenols. Now, I can tell you, you're really going to have to go look for it to find that 10 parts. For me, after drinking so many high ABV or high ppm whiskies, definitely for me, I'm struggling to find it. Just as a word of caution, don't be off-put by the word peated or peaty. It's definitely not that type of whiskey. Now on the nose, and of course on the taste, cheers. Natural color, non-chill filtered, 5 years old. It smells like a 18, 20, 25-year-old whiskey. I'm definitely not getting any of that peat that they are talking about. It's a lovely sweetness. It's dark, it's rich, it's vanilla sweet. It's a hint of oak dust right at the back end. Dried fruits, there's a raisiny component. a little bit of a Christmas in a cake. When I get a little bit of a freshly squeezed orange juice, which is something that I rarely pick up. Sometimes it's just the oiliness, but I get a little bit of an orange juice note. Now the ABV, 55.6, you would expect a little punch in the nose. Absolutely nothing. Once it's settled down, not a lot of the alcohol, waking it up a little bit. When you get that alcohol, and a little bit more of that fresh orange juice note. So it does like to be woken up. So it's lovely sweet. And of course that alcohol, it feels like once it's settled down 43, maybe 46% ABV. So quite a little bit of a surprise. Now, it does not have that youthful note, that ethanol. You get a little bit of a nail polish, even waking it up. It's definitely, it smells a little bit older than that initial 5 years what they are talking about. So definitely love the nose, love the friendliness of it, and I love the sweetness of it. On the taste, cheers. Now I get a hint of that peatiness. It's a little smoky note, a little bit of a almost like a charred wood note. So, but it's very subtle. Think about the Leject 10 and you divide it by 80%. That lovely sweetness with that hint of that peatiness coming through, more smoky or charred wood than anything else. No medicinal notes, really nice. There's a little bit of an oiliness, that dried fruit component coming in, the vanillas are coming in, there's a touch of a chocolate note coming in, and yeah, surprisingly a big sip. Maybe that was not a good idea. Keep it small sip, but even if it's a big sip, I don't really get that big punch. If you look at the Abelauer Abuna, which is like 61%, and you compare it to this one, it does have like an evaporation. This one is more little oiliness to it, a little bit stickiness to it, and it covers the inside of the mouth, and it doesn't punch your teeth out. There's a warmth coming through, a little bit of a chilly effect coming through, but quite nice. That vanillas and that chili note, it's not a hot chili note, but it's a nice warming effect that you get. And the first time that I tried this one, the peat level goes a little bit down. So once the first sip, you can, well, if you look hard enough, you get a little bit of that peat. After that, just want to make sure. After that, it completely disappears actually, just leaving you with lovely sweetness, a little raisiny note, a little bit of a fig note, a little bit that reminds me a little bit of a sherry cask influence. Really a nice whiskey, something that I will definitely would like to buy. Now this one was available for 178 euros for a bottle, but unfortunately that was the last bottle, so there's no more stock available. But if you look a little bit in Belgium, maybe surrounding countries, you might still find a bottle. This one was bottle number 102 of 171, and it is just fantastic. Pity about the price. It is bloody expensive. I think we also spent a lot on the box presentation, and yeah, well, if I can get a hold of a bottle and maybe for a special occasion, I might consider it. It's expensive, but let me know in the comment, are you willing to pay 178, 180 euros for a 5-year-old from Taiwan? Well, I know there's a lot of people that do. And yeah, let me know in the comment. I've made a couple of reviews. Go look on my channel with regards to Kavalan. I've got another one waiting for me that will be done in the next week or two, or even maybe a little bit earlier, because I kind of like this Kavalan, and yeah, it's a fun whiskey friendly whiskey, a nice winter warmer. So thank you very much for watching. Please remember to like, share and subscribe, and I see you next time. Cheers.